Hello friends, this is Mr. Rahul Vankalas, Assistant Professor and Workshop Superintendent from NB Knowledge Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. I am having total experience of 12 years and my specialization in mechanical design engineering. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss with the another variety of problem in the chapter of engine testing and performance analysis. The second variety of the numerical is the statement is the following observations were recorded in a test of 1 hour duration on a single cylinder oil engine working on a 4-stroke engine. Now this test has been carried out for 1 hour, so all the things are on our basis. Bore is equal to means bore diameter is equal to 300 mm, stroke length is equal to 450 mm, fuel used is equal to 8.8 kg, calorific value of fuel is 41800 kJ per kg, average speed is equal to 200 rpm, mean effective pressure is equal to 5.8 bar, then net brake or brake friction load is equal to 1860 Newton, quantity of cooling water is 650 kg, temperature rise is 22 degrees Celsius, diameter of brake wheel is 1.22 meter. Then we have to calculate mechanical efficiency, brake thermal efficiency, and finally we have to draw the heat balance sheet. In the last problem there was no any kind of a question for drawing of heat balance sheet, but here we have to draw the heat balance sheet. This is another variety. So see the methodology to solve such kind of problem. So in the given data, the number of cylinders are given, that is for single cylinder is equal to 1, the diameter of cylinder is 0.3 meter, that is a small d, stroke length is 0.45 meter, mass of fuel is 8.8 kg per hour, then calorific value is 41800 kilojoule per kg, rpm is given, that is n is equal to 200 rpm, mean indicated pressure is 5.8 bar, the brake friction load, the load is directly given over here, that is 1860 Newton. In the last problem w1 minus w2 we have considered, so here there is no need to consider that, directly we can consider 1860 Newton. Then mass of water is equal to 650 kg per hour, temperature rise is equal to T2 minus T1 or TW2 minus TW1 is equal to 22 degrees Celsius, directly given. The brake wheel diameter, we can consider capital D or small db, which is given 1.22 meter, and the standard value of K for 4-stroke engine is equal to 1/2. Then to calculate the mechanical efficiency we have to calculate the indicated power, then brake power, and then we can calculate the mechanical efficiency. We have the formula to calculate the indicated power, n PMIL AN K into 10 by 6. Now put all the values and get the value of indicated power. It will be 30.75 kilowatt. Now to calculate the brake power we have to first calculate the torque. Again we have the formula of torque, that is the load into the perpendicular distance, that is the radius, W into R. So the load is directly given 1860 Newton. The W minus S, that is nothing but the W1 minus W2. The W is for the load and S for the spring load. We can directly write 1860 into the diameter by 2. The brake wheel diameter is 1.22, which is given in the problem, and so likewise we can get the value of torque is 1134.6 Newton meter. Now put the value of torque in above equation of brake power and get the value of brake power, that is equal to 23.76 kilowatt. Now finally we can calculate the mechanical efficiency, that is nothing but the ratio of brake power by indicated power, and we can get the answer is 77.27%. Then the next one, the second unknown is brake thermal efficiency. We have the formula brake power divided by mass of fuel into calorific value multiplied by 3600. We have already discussed the unit conversions, and because of unit conversions here we have to multiply by 3600 seconds, so we can get the value in 23.25%. The next one, in this problem the different one is that here we have to draw a heat balance sheet, we have to make the heat balance sheet. So the requirement of heat balance sheet, first of all we have to calculate the heat supplied by fuel. We have the formula total heat supplied by fuel, that is QS is equal to mass of fuel into calorific value. We can calculate the heat supplied by fuel, that is 36740 kilojoule per hour. Then the first one, the Roman first one, is that we have to calculate heat absorbed in indicated power. We have the formula indicated power into 3600. Here we have multiplied by 3600 because we are going to calculate the heat balance sheet on hour basis. The things are given in hour, so multiplied by 3600 seconds for 1 hour, so we can get the value in 110520 kilojoule per hour. And heat carried away by the cooling water, that is mw into cpw into t2 minus t1 or tw2 minus tw1, we can get the answer 59774 kilojoule. So in this case, the third point, that is heat carried away by the exhaust gases, there is no need to calculate this because nothing is given for the exhaust gases, so we just drop that step and directly we can calculate the next one, that is heat unaccounted, as step number 3 or number 3. We can calculate the heat unaccounted, that is heat supplied minus the summation of the first one and the second one. There is no need to calculate the third point, that's when we are not calculated for the exhaust gases because it is not given in the problem. So we have the value of heat unaccounted, that is 197546 kilojoule per hour. So put all these values in the heat balance sheet table on hour basis. The first column indicates the atom values, the second column indicates the kilojoule values, and the third column indicates the percentage values. The heat supplied is we have calculated 367840 kilojoule per hour. This is the total heat supplied, and let us consider this will become 100%. The first value which we have calculated 10520, the second value we have calculated 59774, the third point we have calculated 197546. We just put at the value which we have just calculated, that is nothing but heat absorbed in indicated power, heat carried away by cooling water, and heat unaccounted. So when we are going to add these three values, then we can get the total is 367840, and this summation is again matching to this total heat supplied, that is 367840. And when you are going to calculate in percentage calculation, you can see 110520 is the 30.04 percentage of this 367840. Similarly 59774 is 16.25 percentage of this total heat supplied 367840, and also 197546 is the 53.70 percentage of total heat supplied 367840. When you are going to add this 30.04 plus 16.25 plus 53.70, you can get the answer near about the total percentage is 99.99, and which is equal to the total heat supplied percentage, that is 100. So like this we can tally our answers and we can say our solution is correct. So here we stop, we complete the solution. We'll understand in the next video the next problem solution. Thank you.